So stay standing. Stay standing. Do me a favor and turn left, right, and tell someone you look good. Now do it one more time and say, but I look better. How many guys actually own a business here? Own a business? Wow. How many guys are entrepreneurs? How many guys are in transition? How many are looking for new ways to make money? So say the word residual. Say it like you're getting it. Sounds pretty. How many guys like really cool gifts? All right, come up here. Come on up quickly. Come on up. We do a little fun exercise. You guys like fun exercises? Come on up. Everybody, come on up. I brought a lot of gifts if you guys like gifts. How many guys like gifts? Say yes. Yes. These are some really cool gifts. Hurry up. Come on up. This is like Christmas, man. You have no idea. You guys ready for Christmas early? Yes? Yes. So, one of the things we ask is that everyone do their best. Come on up. Don't be shy. Listen, don't sit in your chair. Billionaires are not coming to your house. Does that make sense? Come on up and play full out. It's a fun exercise. Don't worry, right? See, one of the things I learned is that to make a lot of money, it's called Goya. It's called what? Goya. That means get off your ass. Because if you don't get off your ass, you'll watch other people with 10% of your talent make all the money. Yes or no? Yes. So I want you to say this loud. Say, I have big things to do. Big things to do. Now turn left, right, and say, you don't know who you're standing next to. Because one person can change your life for what? Forever, yes or no? Yes. So we're going to pick 25 entrepreneurs here today that want to actually seriously launch, grow, and build a better business. We're going to work with you guys for a whole year. How long? Whole year. You're going to hate me for 90 days. Would that be okay? Yes. You're going to love me for the rest of your life. Would that be okay too? Yes. But it really is all about you taking action. There is no magic dust. There's no special formula. You got to work your ass off. You got to have a great value proposition, and you got to get out there and tell the world about what you do. Would that be okay? Yes. But a big part of that, and a big part of making more money, and this is super important, everybody, and get this very clear, is you got to give back. You got to what? Yeah. You got to give back. Because what I do know is the more you give back, the more you'll get back. Yes or no? Yes. Yes. And the fun part about this is that we've teamed up with an amazing charitable organization called Unite for Good, where we go into communities all over the world and we create goodness for those communities. It's really been a movement by partners of mine that sold their company for like $800 million called, they had a big company all through Eastern Europe, and now they can do whatever they want. Is that pretty good? Yes? Yes. We launched an amazing movement called Unite for Good, and the Melikovs now actually fund a little TV show on NBC called Give, where they're always about giving back and making a difference. So what I would challenge you to do today is to pick a local charity and give back. Would that be okay? Yes. It's one of the first things we do as entrepreneurs. If you're not willing to give back, you're probably not going to see nowhere near your potential. If you're not willing to give back, you'll never see nowhere near your potential. In the next 60 minutes, I'm going to take you through a journey. Would that be okay? Yes. I'm going to talk to you about how to launch, grow, and build a better business, but it all starts with your why, and it starts with being someone that contributes to society. Would that be okay too? Yes. So what I thought I would do is bring out some gifts, because I always like to give away what? Yes. Crazy gifts. Who likes some crazy gifts? Who else likes some crazy gifts? You do too? Who else, right? Take some in the back. Come on, I like to give away gifts, yes? Who else wants it? If you're good at gift, go to your table, go down and sit down. Okay, it's okay. Who else wants a gift? Come on, you got to be fast here, yes? Did you get one, right? Who else needs a gift? Who else wants them in the back there? Let's go right here, yet. Who else wants some gifts? We have lots of cool gifts. Who else wants one? Yes, you do too? Take one. Pass them around, right? Take one quickly. Pass it around. Come on over here. Let's go. Another round of that. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, give some out, yes? How many guys like fun? Say that to me too. But don't worry, there's more. Don't be shy, because you know what? When you start giving, more shows up. Is that pretty good, right? If you got to trade your size, trade your size. Don't worry about that, right? What I do know is that if you'll just share the goodness, you'd be surprised how much more money comes your direction. Would that be okay? Yes. Who could use more money? Say that's me. That's me. Who likes it if having more fun? Say that's me. That's me. Here's one for you too, yes? Would that be okay too? Here's one more. But wait, there's more. Don't be shy. Don't ever leave, because you never know, right? People always quit right before the edge of success. I'm telling you right now that success is everywhere, as long as you what? Everyone thinks it's over, but guess what? There's what? And I'm not a magician, but I do know this for a fact, is that the more that we can give, the more that comes back to us. Yes or no? Way in the back there. Come on, you got to pay attention. Way in the back over there. Who else wants one? We got a few more. Oh, but wait, guess what? We have more. Can you believe that, huh? Isn't that awesome, right? I want to thank you guys for coming. Thank you. So as soon as you get one, grab your seat. We'll kind of dive into some content. Would that be okay? Could I get somebody from my team? Thank you so much. Are you kidding? Thanks for coming here. Thanks. See, thanks for being here. Here you go. Did you get one? If you got to trade sizes, find a friend. Does that make sense? But wait, there's a few more. Hang on, there's more. You guys okay with more? Say yes. We brought all kinds of more gifts. Don't worry. Here's one more for you.
Thank you.
Oh, man. Guess what? Damn. Don't worry. Don't worry. There's more gifts, yes? How many guys like more stuff? Say yes. Do me a favor. Could you bring that down here? Okay. So here's the fun part, right? Is that I only have a short time with you today, but I want to make sure you miss nothing. Would that be okay?
Yes.
And I want to share with you some really cool tips to launch, grow, and build a better business. But I need you to be willing to play full out. Could you guys turn off your phones? Just turn them on vibrate mode for a little bit, right? And just play full out. Now, I don't care if you take notes, just put it on vibrate mode, right? So you're not missing anything, you're not disturbing anybody else. And I'm going to take you through a journey that helps you understand what does it take to launch, grow, and build a better business. Oh, you brought me a beer? That was so nice of you. No, I don't drink. I'm just kidding. I'm all good. But I love the way you think, right? So we do this stuff all over the world to help entrepreneurs because we're a business. We're a what?
Business.
So first and foremost, we're a venture capital firm, right? We find really cool ideas. We invest money or marketing to grow those businesses, and we take a little piece of the revenue that we grow. How many guys would love to have a great partner that already probably has, a couple 100,000 customers that have bought from us to help you get your message out there? Would that be helpful? Yes or no?
Yes.
And I'm going to give you a few tips this afternoon on how do you have more fun and make more money. But would you guys do 3 things? How many?
3.
Over the next 90 days if they were free and legal to make more money?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because I told you that you'll hate me for 90 days, you'll love me for the rest of your life. Is that good? Yes?
Yes.
So number 1, turn off the TV.
Right.
It's all garbage. Their goal is to keep you stupid.
TMZ generation.
If you ever want to get a bad headache, right? All you got to do is turn the TV on, go to bed at night with the news on. You'll wake up in the morning with a headache. It works. Just try it. Turn the volume up. You'll have a headache by the morning, right? Here's number 2. How many of you guys have cell phones? So today we're going to do what's called a cellphone cleanse. Take out your cell phone. What's your name, sir? Pete. No, leave it in there for right now. Take out your cell phone, everyone, tonight and erase all the negative people out of your phone. How many of you guys know some negative people? How many of you guys know some really negative people? How many of you guys live with that person? She's like, oh shit, right? I raised my hand too fast, right? So you have to realize when it comes to your business, you got to let them go. Make them send you a text. Because if not, they'll drag you down, yes or no?
Yes.
Because misery loves what?
Company.
No, it loves your company. If you're passionate, you're successful, you're driving, they can't wait to drive you down. And you've got to understand that when you do the cell phone cleanse, you'll feel lighter, you'll sleep better. Would that be okay?
Yes.
You'll take out your cell phone tonight, both of you guys. You'll erase all the negative people out of your phone. You'll change your voicemail tomorrow. You've reached Johnny's cell line. Your call is very important to me. But at this time in my life, I am making some major changes. And if I don't call you back, you're obviously one of them. Like, oh shit, I can't do that, right? Here's what I learned over many, many years in business. If you're not willing to let go of some of the past, you'll never see the future. If you hang out with 4 broke people, you'll be the 5th. Yes or no? And so the minute you do this, you'll start to realize it's not about spending less time with negative people. Write this down. This is really good. It'll help you big time. It changed my whole life. It's about spending more time with the right people. And all of a sudden what happens is that you begin to transform into a different person. Because who you spend your time with, you become. You want to hang out with broke people, you'll be broke. You want to hang out with bad golfers, you'll be a bad golfer. Right? You want to hang out with people that bitch, moan, and whine, you'll become a BMW. They all like to bitch, moan, and whine. How many of you guys know some of those folks too? It's amazing how they have all the answers for business, yet they've never created one dime of success. But they can sure tell you, right? So number 1 is obviously turn off the TV. Number 2 is clear the negative people. And this is number 3. One of the brightest individuals that lived on our planet. He was the guy that was he was the employer for a guy named Tony Robbins. His name was Jim Rohn. So R-O-H-N. So I want you to write this name down, Jim Rohn, R-O-H-N. Go to this website called YouTube and just watch 10 minutes a day. How long?
10.
Just 10 minutes a day, every day. Wake up 10 minutes a day. Before you do anything. I always wake up, thank God, all the blessings in my life, right? And then I begin to realize right away what are the most important things that I've charted the night before have to be done this morning. Get all the heavy lifting out of the way. Then you can take the rest of the day off if you're productive enough, right? Or get back into sync. And many people are not in sync, right? They're busy. How many of you guys know about being busy? Turn left to right and say busy, equals broke. How many of you guys have your friends? I'm busy. Busy doing what? I don't know, but I'm busy, right? You know where they're busy going? Nowhere. I'll give you an example. How many of you guys have big goals? How many of you guys had big goals last year that didn't show up this year? What's the definition of insanity?
Doing the same thing.
And expecting a different result, right? Say, I have big things to do.
Big things to do.
See, you're here to do big things. You're here to build a legacy. You're here to change lives. Everyone in this room was born a miracle. No baby ever comes out and says, look, there's an average one, right? It never happens that way. But somewhere along the line, somebody told you you're not good enough. You're not this, you're not that, you're not perfect, right? I can tell you that we live in the best country in the world if you really have a passion to build something. And you've watched this happen in the last 50 years, the last 10 years more than ever. You're watching companies that took literally 100 years to build $1 billion revenue happen in 3 years. Say it's possible.
It's possible.
And that to me is where the fun is at. As long as you're open to the conversation. How many of you guys are open to the conversation? Say that's me. Say I am. A little crazy.
A little crazy.
Now turn left to right and say it's the crazy ones that make all the money. Tell somebody. How many of you guys are also a little strange? So right, put your hands up high, the strange ones, come on. Because if you're crazy and strange, I love you guys. Does that make sense? You're the ones we'll do a lot of business together. Does that make sense? Because you're the one that will not allow the negative people to put your dreams down. When they tell you you can't, you'll tell them I'm already doing it. So when you're first starting out, listen, write this down too. When they party, you plan. When they bitch, you praise. When you have massive success, you say nothing. Would that be okay?
Yes.
To me, that's where the magic is at, right? When you get great results, you don't got to talk as much because the results do all the what? All the talking for you. In my career, I can tell you, I started out in Chicago. We came from a very middle-class family at best. Our biggest vacation was as far as the car would go. How many of you guys can relate to that? But I have been broke and wealthy. Turn left to right and say, broke sucks.
Broke sucks.
But you'll always find out who your real friends are, right? You'll find out in the toughest times in your life, the real friends walk in, right? As all the fakes walk out. So I love what Will Smith said. Write this down. He said, if you're not there for the hard work, don't show up for the party.
Yeah.
Is that good, yes or no?
Yes.
We throw a massive party twice a year. It's a big internet marketing party, an internet marketing camp. I throw a massive party at my house. You get 2 days of internet marketing. We do it again in Vegas. And 2 days of internet marketing. We charge $5,000 for that one ticket. Just for that one event. Who'd like to come as my guest? You were the first one, right back there. No, you right there. It was right there, I think. No, right here. You and you are about the same time. You two stand up. Blue shirt and the lady. You guys come up here. You guys win. Is that pretty cool? You guys get to come, no charge. Is that all right?
Wow.
Come on, give them a round of applause, right? These are active tickets. It's good for you to come to the Ultimate Wealth Camp. There's one for you and one for you.
Thank you.
Give them a big round of applause. That's awesome, yes? Now, who else wants to come? Oh, that was fast, right? Yeah, like, damn, what happened there, right? And this is really the crazy thing about life is that you never know who you're going to meet.
Yeah.
You never know where the opportunity shows up. But the worst thing in life is to have the opportunity show up and you're not ready for it. Turn left to right and say, that sucks. I promise you today, for the 25 that I picked today, you'll be ready for it. Opportunity shows up, you're like, bring it on. Because, once again, we live in the greatest time ever to be an entrepreneur. And literally from out of high school and college, I became a trader. I did turnarounds for 10 years. I'd come work for you or you or you. After 10 years, I was burnt out. Has you ever felt burnt out? I wrote this down. There has to be more. There has to be more. When I wrote that down, I started to realize I'm going to take whatever time it takes to figure out what that is. So please write this down for yourself. What are you great at? What are you really great at? What are you passionate about? What are you great at that you're passionate about? It would suck in life to work people you can't stand for, money you can't live on, for a security plan that's not going to be there when you're 65 anyway. Does that make sense? You better have a plan B. What are you great at? What are you passionate about? That serves a lot of people. And there's money in the space. You find those 4 things, that's the holy grail for an entrepreneur. I'd never say quit your job and live your dreams. I say work part-time on your dreams, they work full-time on you. Would that be okay too?
Yes.
You got to vote for yourself every day. But now you have a team to vote with you. Would that be okay? Who would like a team at your backside to help you grow? Would that be kind of fun, right? Because as entrepreneurs, all we have is our broke brother-in-laws, yes or no? Oh, you know you got some of them too, right? And the funny thing is they'll always give advice, but if they haven't made at least $1 million or $10 million or $100 million, they're not going to help you. You cannot learn or become a billionaire unless you learn from someone that's already become a what? A billionaire. All the greatest entrepreneurs, you hear all their names, they've all had coaches. It wasn't by accident, it was by design. And I'll tell you up front, I'm not a life coach. I'm not a relationship coach. I can't cook at all. I can make great reservations. Does that count? Yes? But I'm a damn good business coach. I've been ranked 3 years in a row by Guru Magazine, top 30 in the world to help small business owners. And it's not where you pay for these things. This is actually a real magazine that researches it. You see these people publish, we're the top this and we're the top that, only because they're paid for ads. Forget the ones that are not paid for. And that's where you learn from. Always write this down. Hire specialists. Find people that are great at what they do. And do everything you can to work with them at any level. And so sure enough, by 2002, we teamed up with a company out of Arizona as a marketing partner called GoDaddy. We found another cool company in Utah called Franklin Covey, help people get organized. How many of you guys could help getting organized in your life? How many of you guys want to take the clutter test? It's like, hell no. The clutter test is take me out to your car. Just show me the trunk of your car. Because if the trunk is cluttered, what else is cluttered? Everything. So we learned this and we started to realize better website, better business plan, get organized. Anything is possible. Say anything is possible. And sure enough, we had the product, didn't have the money for marketing. We found a company in New York. They already had a big list. Within 20 months, we're in 20 countries. Today we call that the Oprah Effect. What happens if Oprah says she likes your new book?
It sells off every time.
It sells like crazy. So write down right now for me 5 people in the Dallas area that if they got behind your product or service, your sales would skyrocket. Write the names down quickly. I know you're afraid to call them, because if you weren't afraid to call them, you've already what? You'd have been on the phone with them, yes or no? You'd have been at their charity event. You'd have found a way to partner with them, yes or no? We're going to teach you how to partner with anyone, anytime, anywhere. How do you create the connections with the most high-profile people on the planet? And I'll give you an example of this. Just go to YouTube today. Write down youtube.com. Type in Bill Walsh and Michael Jordan. And you'll see a video that we did together. Now realize an hour before the video, I didn't know Michael Jordan. Is that crazy? But an hour after the video, he's giving my kids tips on playing basketball. Is that pretty cool?
Yes.
Turn left to right and tell someone everyone is approachable.
Everyone is approachable.
Tell them no fear.
No fear.
Tell them one more time, no fear.
No fear.
Tell them I have no fear.
I have no fear.
Because if you don't talk to them, the answer is always what?
No.
It's always no. It's not that we don't know this stuff, we just don't what?
Right.
We just don't do it enough, yes or no?
Yes.
Not after today. So after you'll burn all the old bridges. Will that be kind of fun? And you begin to realize that you have omnipresent, you're omnipowerful, and you already have all the gifts you need. You were born divine. You were born how?
Divine.
Okay, so step into that place, right? Say I am a billionaire.
A billionaire.
Say I am
a
billionaire.
A billionaire.
Now sit up like you're a billionaire. Come on, give me the swag like a billionaire. You're damn right? Would you get treated better, yes or no?
Yes.
Sir, can we get you some coffee at the bank, right? See, one of the things we don't realize, we already have the gifts. I'll give you an example of this. Would that be okay? You guys want to have some fun today, yes?
Yes.
Put your finger right here. Just check this out. Kind of rub your temple for a second. Now hold it in place. Hold it in place. Say I have great intellectual property.
Intellectual property.
Say I am going to monetize my intellectual property. Now turn left, right, and go, that's interesting. One of my business partners, he wrote a book called Chicken Soup for the Soul. Have you ever heard of that book?
Yes.
We bought his entire contact library. All of his tapes, all of his tools, all of his CDs, right? He was laughed at for that same exercise you just did. 143 publishers told him the chicken soup is a stupid idea. No one's going to buy that idea of other people's stories in your book. They sold 500 million copies. Could you imagine if they listened to the 143rd person that said, oh, this is a dumb idea? You know, they're probably right. 143 have said, no, we should probably what? Quit. They didn't quit. 144th signed them. They said, go sell 100,000 books on your own. We'll be your literary partner. Guess what they did? They went and served 100,000 customers and they counted them down every day and kept all the sales. and that was the launch of something brilliant that has built a legacy for the rest of their lives. How many of you guys want to build a legacy? You're going to learn about that at Rainmaker. That'd be kind of cool. How many of you guys want to write a book? How many of you guys have a book inside right now? It's just ready to come out, yes? We're going to teach you guys how to become Amazon published authors in 90 days. Would that be kind of fun? Say, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
To be an Amazon published author.
Be an Amazon published author.
Because I promise you, everyone here has great gifts. The question is, how do you monetize the gifts? And sure enough, after that, in 2005, we launched the Rainmaker course, an incubator program, 2.5 days live with me. We work on your vision, your mission, your path, your purpose, your big why, your charitable contribution, and your legacy. How do you build a legacy that pays you when you're gone? Who's ever heard of a guy named Michael Jackson? Is Michael's family still getting paid, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, last year to the tune of $700 million. Say $700 million. How many concerts did you do last year? None. So ask yourself today, what's your legacy going to be? Write it down. See, if you don't plan for it, I promise you it never shows up. 2 generations, you never existed. That's how fast this happens, right? What I learned is days go slow, years go fast. Days go slow, years go fast. Day 2 of Rainmaker is all about systems and business plans. You're going to learn how to have your marketing funnel and your loyalty program and your sales funnel. How to use iPhone apps and websites and CRMs and SEO training. How to get leads coming in every day. How many of you guys could use 100 good leads a month? Put your hands up high. What would that mean to your business? Qualified leads, not leads. Who could use qualified leads every day? Say, that's me. We're going to teach you that exact process. That'd be kind of fun. We'll give you some of this stuff today, but I've only got a little bit of time, but you will not miss on this stuff. Day 3 is all about getting financing. Getting what?
Finance.
How do you get some money? How many of you guys could use some money for your business? Say, that's me.
That's me.
They're lined up around the building trying to get money for their business through Shark Tank, right?
Yeah.
They are, because they know it's one source to get more exposure. Nothing wrong with that. But I've also found this. Write this down. Become a great leader. You want money for your business? Become a great leader. Write a great plan. Write a great plan. Hey, guys in the back, Heather, could you have them turn that music off by T-Mobile? Turn it all off. Let's go. I know the sound's coming, and they're all gone, so just turn it off. Can you find someone to help them turn it off?
Thank you.
In addition to all that, have great systems, have a great team, have a great exit plan. You'll learn all this on day 3. How to organize your days, how to build perfect days. And then we'll coach you guys for a whole year. Would that be helpful?
Yes.
We do the course up to 12 times a year in the U.S. We also have it in Jamaica. We have it in London, Singapore, and Malaysia. You can come as many times as you want. Would that be okay? Some people come 5 or 6 times in a year. They'll come for the education. Check this out. Write this down. They'll come for the education. They'll stay for the network. Because the network is that good. And all of a sudden we started to realize, right, if you can have the right people around you, everything is possible. The course online sells for around $5,000 a ticket. How much?
$5,000.
So you know exactly what it is. If you decide to do it here today, we ask for 3 things. We give you a very significant discount. It's $3,000 or one payment of $1,000 for 3 months. Or you make one payment of $2,000 for the whole year. For how long? For the whole year. That includes you and your business partner, your spouse, and all your kids. Would that be okay? We believe this is the greatest time to teach young entrepreneurs to build a business, to balance a checkbook, to learn the basics of running a company. But I can tell you this, it's work. The first 90 days are the toughest, and you'll see why in a minute, right? The 3 things that we ask for, number 1, if you make more money, give back to a local charity. Who would do that? Number 2, if we send you clients, would you guys send us a check? Would you be okay with that, right? And number 3, if you made more money, who here would let us publish your story? Can we tell your story worldwide, yes or no? Would you be okay with that? So those are the 3 things we make you sign. That once again, if we do those things for you, just stay with it, right? We'll become your best marketing partner. We have probably more people that come to our events than almost any group in the country, if you like to work with entrepreneurs and small business owners. But I do know for a fact this is your time. That's what it said. Warren Buffett said 5 years ago to my friend Mark Victor, he said, it's going to rain gold for entrepreneurs. How many of you guys want to get some of the gold? Say, that's me.
That's me.
Put your hands up like this, quickly. Say, I am a money magnet.
The money magnet.
See, you've got to believe the money flows at you, but here's how you make it flow faster. How many of you want to make it flow faster? Say, that's me. Say, I am great at serving customers.
Great at serving customers.
Because the more you serve, the more you earn. So turn left, right, and tell somebody loud and clear. Tell them customers are good for business. What a concept that is, right? So we started to realize these pieces were required to build that business. We then launched a venture fund in 07, big private masterminds in 08, 2009 the Inspiration Conference, which you saw on the screen up there, 2010 the Ultimate Wealth Camp, and you just heard about that earlier, our big internet marketing camps. You got to see what one of those is like. And then of course we got really excited about speaker programs. We are looking for tomorrow's top speaker. For the first time ever, we created a program just for speakers that want to sell from the stage. Is there anybody here that would like to sell from the stage? Put your hands up high and say, that's me. So when I finish today, I want to talk to just that group up here. Would that be okay? For like 10 minutes. We'll still finish on time, but for the speakers that want to actually sell from the stage, I want to have a conversation just with that group. Would that be okay? Yes. Let me tell you what the number one shortage is women speakers. Number one shortage of speakers that sell from the stage. We need more women. Look at the biggest events in the world. 95% of the speakers are men. Turn left to right and say, that sucks.
That sucks.
See, I'm telling you right now, if you're a woman with a story that's got a great product or service, you should be where?
Up there.
Do not let life pass you by and not get into your joy, right? If you've got a gift to share with a lot of people, man, whatever it takes, you've got to be there. It's the highest paid profession in the world for the time you spend doing it. So when do you think would be a good time to start sharing your message from stages?
Now.
Today. And stages aren't what you think anymore. It's not just going to live events. It's also virtual. 2012, we became the platinum partner for this and then titanium sponsor for this event. And my partner said I was crazy to do that because only in 2 cities back then. They had a small, crazy venue in New York, and now it's the Javits Center. 6 years later, 100,000 attendees a year. Partners came back and said that was such a great idea. So glad you did that back then. And I just start to laugh at those things because when you know things are right, they're right. Would you agree?
Yes.
You just get that gut feeling. I spent 5 days at Branson's home. I learned more in 5 days than I learned in 5 years. I started to understand how you can let go of businesses and actually let people run what they do best. And I started to realize that if you believe in something strong and if you say yes, and the how will come through later. I can't afford it. Check this out. Write this down. I can't afford not to. I started to tell people, I said, if the course is $2,000, we give you all this stuff. I don't have $2,000. I said, I'll tell you what, if I gave you my Maserati for $2,000, but you had to find it by 7 o'clock, how many of you guys could find a couple $1,000s for a Maserati?
Right.
Yeah, you sure would, because someone would pay you for it. What's more valuable, your life or a stupid Maserati?
Life.
Your life all day long. Don't let people discount your vision. Don't let people discount your gift. Don't let people discount your time. Your time is priceless. The minute you realize your time is priceless, you'll stop discounting it. Would that be okay? Sometimes you have to have someone that sees things that you can't see in yourself. That was always my gift. My gift was tell me where you want to go and I'll help you with the mission, the plan, the systems, the team, right? Now it's just a much bigger team. We started in a couple cities to worldwide, right? But it didn't start that way. And then of course we got really heavily involved with buying companies. My son teaches a course on residual mastery. He lectured here a couple times today, Austin Walsh. Anybody get a chance to catch any of Austin's sessions? Does he know his stuff? Yes or no? Does he live in that space? Yes or no? That's all he does. Realize at 16 and 17, he had 30 kids working for him doing Facebook marketing. He had all my friends like Brian Tracy, Mark Victor Hansen, Les Brown. They're all hiring him to manage his social media because they didn't know what social media was. They didn't know what Facebook was about, right? But these kids, that's all they just live through this stuff. That's all that they know. He doesn't believe in printing anything. He thinks everything should be digital. He said, why would you print stuff when it's all digital? Because that's what they know. Everything they have is on a mobile screen. And sure enough, after that, we got involved with charitable work, which we talked to you about when I did some funny giveaways, right? And now we're excited to open up success centers of our own. We partnered with a company called Club Corp here in Dallas to bring the Club Corp message out to more people. We're opening success centers in Chicago, New York, and LA, all designed to help entrepreneurs, like a country club for entrepreneurs. But we're looking for deal flow. So I tell you this story so you understand that most of these overnight success stories you hear about are about 10 years in the making. How long?
10 years.
So please don't quit. 2 years in, it's not perfect. We're not making all the money. It's not what I expected, right? If you're in an industry with growth and other people are being successful, you can beat them at their own game. Would that be okay?
Yes.
Are you guys sure you're ready?
Yes.
Say, I'm ready for more.
Ready for more.
Turn left, right, tell somebody you're awesome.
You're awesome.
Because you are awesome. You don't hear enough of that at home, yes or no? Give them a high five and tell them they're awesome.
You're awesome.
Come on, Amir, you're awesome, brother. You're awesome. You're awesome right here, right? So here's one thing I do know, right? Let me help you with this today. This is where you want to get your notepads out quickly. Wherever you're at today is the result of the last 2 years. I can't change that. But I will tell you this, stop living your life in the rearview mirror. Stop talking about where you've been, because you'll never get to where you're going. Never drive your car around Dallas in the rearview mirror, yes or no?
True.
Yes or no?
Yes.
But we so many times in our life, we get so busy over here, we live in a place for most of our life, write this down, called Busyville. How many of you guys know about Busyville?
Yes.
You ever call your friends, man, I'm busy. Busy doing what? I don't know, but I'm busy. Right? Turn left to right and tell someone busy equals broke.
Busy equals broke.
But here's what I do know, right, is if you're busy, wherever you're at today, in 1985, a guy was laughed at for this word. He was told he was dumb, he was stupid, he would never make it. He was laughed at for this one word. And he was run out of his own company, because he told him he wasn't fit to run the business by his board of directors, right? And they ran the company into the ground. Nobody cares more about your company than you do if you're the CEO, if you're the founder of the company. Nobody cares more about you. So please, when they try to kick you out, if it's not a good, amicable deal where you're getting sold and getting paid a lot of money, right? You've got to stay behind that dream. You've got to get your team behind the dream. And what this guy did when he came back, 2 guys gave him $100 million apiece. What was this guy's name, anybody know? Steve Jobs, yeah, right? But with one word, he changed the world. His word for the day and his word for his life, write this down, was called vision. What's it called?
Vision.
And he realized without vision, there's nothing. And he sat his team down. The first day he came back and he said, here's the vision for the brand. And if you don't get the vision, there's the what? Please leave now. There's only one vote up here. It was him. You don't get the vision, this is a good time to go. And it wasn't about making good computers. Had nothing to do with iWatches or any of this stuff, right? The iPhone wasn't even here yet. It was really about creating products or service that increase your lifestyle, to bring joy and more life to your being through their products and services. He changed the world. You have the power to change the world too. You start by changing your world in order to change the world. Are you guys with me on this? This is not a talk about, there's no magic dust. It's hard work. It's commitment. But once you have where you want to go, and you should know this right now, what's your vision for your business for the next 3 to 5 years? Where do you want to take it? Because once you can really put that in purpose, and I'll tell you, I get a lot of people, especially executives in transition, 60% of our customers are small business owners. 20% is small office, home office. 10% are involved with some kind of home-based business. And 10% are executives in transition. They say, Bill, I'm really smart, but I'm not getting paid for it. But once you have where you want to go, then we can build something called the mission. What's it called? The mission's how you get there. Vision's where you're going, mission's how you get there. Are we clear on that? Then we make you break it down into quarters. We're going to show you that every year counts, but you live your business in quarters, just like public companies do. We will hold you accountable, Esther, every day. Would that be okay? Literally, we're going to give you guys software to plan perfect days. Would that be kind of fun?
Yes.
That are tied to your vision, your mission, your path, and your purpose. If they're not, then you'll always require motivation. I don't believe in motivation. What happens if you motivate idiots? What do you have?
More idiots.
Did you ever think about that? Motivate idiots. Where are they going? Right back to where? Busyville. I got to get some more motivation. No, you don't need more motivation. They asked Tony Robbins, the king of motivation. They said, Tony, what truly motivates you? He said, I don't need motivation. He said, my vision is so powerful that it pulls me to my goals. How many guys don't wake up every day totally inspired? How many guys don't wake up every day where your friends think you're nuts?
Yes.
Turn left to right and say, sleep is overrated.
Sleep is overrated.
Tell someone next to you, tell them you can sleep when you're dead.
You can sleep when you're dead.
Tell them you'll have plenty of time for a dirt nap.
Dirt now.
But while you're here, play full out. No more alarm clocks. You'll wake up early every day. And people around you will think you're what?
Nuts.
Oh, Amir's definitely crazy, right? You're not crazy. You're on path and purpose with a vision, yes or no?
Yes.
How many of you guys want to have that every day? Put your hands up high and say, that's me.
That's me.
Because I can tell you this, when you're on path and purpose and you got your values aligned with your actions, man, you get into a place, you become, write this down, what's called an intuitive performer. To become an intuitive performer, you combine 2 things, being unconsciously competent, combined with quantum productivity. Is that pretty awesome? Yes or no?
Yes.
We have some speakers here. Where's Dave Muller? I've seen him walking around. Give him a big round of applause. One of our speakers from upstairs today. Give him a round of applause. He lives an amazing life. They built 5 paths of passive income through their companies, right? Graduated Rainmaker 4 or 5 years ago. Now speaks on national stages. You want to learn about lifestyle through passive companies, he's one of the guys. Where's Raj? Say hi, Raj. Raj Singh is here also. Travels the world touring with his music. Been retired from corporate America for 12 years. He does what he wants with who he wants when he wants. Is that pretty awesome?
Yes.
Roberto Candelaria, one of the best-selling authors, New York Times best-selling author, right? On how to get companies to sponsor everything you do. Would that be okay too?
Yes.
See, what we did is we started helping these entrepreneurs that have a great message. How do you get out to the next level? But to me, that's where the fun is at. I love watching people write this down, build what's called a ripple effect. What's going to be the ripple effect of your life? People here today would like to build a ripple effect and have some help with it. Would that be okay, right? So let me tell you how it all starts. Obviously, it starts with you, right? And I'm not the best artist, so take that, right? I'm not an artist either. But at the bottom left, I want you to write down the word plan. What's it called? You got to have a great plan. You make a decision to win today. You make a decision to win today. Not next week, not next month, today. You enroll in the Rainmaker today, invest your couple $1,000 for the year, the homework starts when? Today. You'll have coaching calls every week for the next year. Would that be okay? Because what I started to realize, you build success track, success plan, and then a full-blown business plan. If you're not willing to do 1 to 2 hours, how many of you guys can do 1 to 2 hours a week? Could you do this? What if I told you you'd hate me for 90 days? Would that be okay? It's like getting in shape, man. Everybody wants to get in shape. Nobody wants to go where? To the gym.
Right.
Same with building the business. Doesn't build on its own, right? But part of the plan is very important, that once you understand this, you make a decision to win. Make a decision to what? Then you become, write this down, a specialist. Specialists get wealthy, generalists get paid. Become the best in your class. We're going to challenge you to pick a niche. Pick one niche that you're great at. Don't do 15 things. I work with so many entrepreneurs, we go from this, look up here everybody, from this to this. And the minute you're laser focused, say I am unstoppable. All your language will change. We will teach you the quality of your language will dictate the quality of your life in everything you do. But boy, once you're on it, man, you'll start to hear things from people. I really want to do this. I'm going to try to get around to this later. No, you're not. Could you imagine going to the airport tomorrow and say, I want to fly somewhere? And they say, where'd you like to fly, sir? Well, I don't know, but I want to fly somewhere. I'm really thinking about flying somewhere. You did that for 2 or 3 hours, they would send who? The people with the white coats to pick you up. This person's lost their mind. We got a code 25 over here, right? You'd be out of the airport. Yet in our lives, many times we allow ourselves to spin because we just don't know, and there's not a guide there for us. But if somebody could truly pull out what you're great at and teach you to monetize it, how much would that be worth? Priceless. Otherwise, you'll see people once again with nowhere near your talent making way more money than you. How many of you guys have ever seen really great products nobody buys? How many of you guys have ever seen really shitty products everyone buys?
That's right.
What's the only difference? Marketing, that's it, right? But you got to become the specialist and get to the top 5. So write down, own your niche, get to the top 5. You got to have good marketing materials, great business cards. No more AOL, no more Gmail, no more Yahoo. The back of all your business cards become gift cards. Do a little recording on freeconferencecall.com. 5 minutes of pure content. 5 things you have to know before you hire an attorney, a doctor, a lawyer, a banker, an internet marketing, a consultant, an author, right? Whatever it is. 5 key tips. Go to Content Divas. They'll convert the words, the video, the audio into written words. In any language you want. Content Divas. Because you have to start all your business as a specialist with an ethical bribe. You got to give away something of value for free. Quit trying to sell people stuff. Educate them first. Give them some great stuff first they can use right now with your service. And then all of a sudden, if they like your free stuff, they'll opt in. Write this down for your newsletter. It's always the free stuff to an opt-in where they get the gift and get access to your newsletter. What we'll teach you guys here to do today is build a list. Write these 2 things down. Build a list and monetize it. Build a list and monetize it. Move them to your newsletter. Move them to your membership site. You're like, what's a membership site? You all belong to them. You got a cell phone, membership site. Got a gas bill, membership site. Car payment, membership site. These are all things you pay every month. If you don't pay them, what happens?
Repo.
How many guys would actually like to monetize your own intellectual property starting today? How many guys would be okay if 100 people paid you $10 a month for some of your intellectual property? How about 1,000 people paid you $10 a month? If it took you 2 years to get 1,000 people to pay you $10 a month, would that be okay? How many guys do have some good intellectual property? Well, you should be ready for this right now. It's got to drive you crazy to watch people with nowhere near your talent that are putting stuff out to the marketplace that you know is not going to help people. Yes or no? Have you seen some of this stuff?
Yes.
But why not do it for yourself? Would that be kind of cool?
Yes.
So I'm going to help you guys understand you may be so busy right now. I'm going to teach you how to buy back your time and monetize your gift. Would that be okay? Yep. Starts with great business cards that are gift cards. Starts with understanding how to put your social media on one page. Quit giving out Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter and all these things, right? It's your website /media. We use a service called Follr, FOLLR.me. FOLLR.me is a great service, plugs right to your website. Helpful?
Yes.
You got to have good postcards. Follr, FOLLR.me. You got to have good postcards. Say, I am not a graphic designer.
I'm not a graphic designer.
So quit trying to be one, right? We suck at it. I'm with you too. I'm bad. I make the worst drawings. I send them to our team. They look fabulous in like 20 minutes, right? There's a service out there called 99 Designs. Use them. We like a printing service called Next Day Flyers. Use them. I have nothing to do with either company, but their products rock. 5,000 business cards, $40. 5,000 postcards, $100. Get good corporate brochures. 5,000 brochures, a few $100. Get good media folders, $1 a piece, Vistaprint. Launch your book. Get your book to the marketplace. Go to this website today called Livestream. Set up your own little TV show.
Yep.
Broadcast every week for the next 12 weeks. Write down the number 12. The next 12 weeks will change your life if you're just coachable. Be 100% coachable. Could you guys do that?
Yes.
Could you be coachable and hungry?
Yes.
To get great leads, build a great list, and monetize your IP.
Yes.
Say, get great leads.
Get great leads.
Once again, get great leads.
Get great leads.
Build a great list.
Build a great list.
And monetize your IP.
Monetize their intellectual property.
Now, everything we teach as part of the Rainmaker is learn it. Say, learn it.
Learn it.
Do it.
Do it.
And delegate it.
Delegate it.
We spend way too much time doing things we should never be doing. Because once you buy back your time, you'll never go back. Would that be okay? But teach you guys once again to get your book done in 12 weeks. Would that be helpful? Can you guys come up with a name for your book?
Yes.
Can you guys all come up with a name for your book? Yes or no?
Yes.
Go to a website tonight called Killer Covers. Killer Covers. Have them make a cover for your book. Go to Facebook tomorrow. Set up a new page, a business page or an author page. Put a picture of your new book coming out in Q3 of 2018.
I have one.
How many guys can do that? Yes or no? Once you publish that photo, it's a game changer. Put one quote each day of something great that might be a part of your book. Your goal is to get what's called Blue Check Verified. What's it called?
Blue check verified.
You get Blue Check Verified, you can use a service called Facebook Mentions. It's an app that nobody knows about. How many guys currently use it? 2. Facebook Mentions is a free app, but you've got to be Blue Check Verified, so you're a public figure. The way to become a public figure is create great content, no sales, and be an author. Now, you're not an author yet. When's your book coming out?
Q3.
How much would it be worth in your life to publish your own book? Put the number down. There's a number that says if I could get my book published and I could be an Amazon published author, right? How many books you got to sell on Amazon to become an Amazon published author?
One.
How many guys like to sell your one book within the next 90 days? It creates a story. People like to buy from authors. People trust authors. They trust authors now more than they trust doctors. Does that make sense? Is that crazy, yes or no?
Yes.
And yes, it's a couple grand for the whole year. How much is it for the whole year? $2,000 for the whole year. It's good for you and a business partner, spouse, and your kids. You get all the online. You get to go to as many of the live courses you want. 10 courses plus for the year. All the Rainmakers. But you got to show up. Does that make sense for you? Right? But the planning part of this starts with you making the decision. Then once again, getting the plan done. Once again, getting the success track done. And then the second part of this equation is that you got to build a great team. Build a great what? Team. Who would like to be part of this incubator group right here in Dallas? Put your hands up high. Let me see. Would you put the work into it?
Yes.
Are you serious about it?
Yes.
We're only going to pick 25 today, so I want the 25 that'll put the work into it. You're going to get my direct cell number. You're going to text me. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Today you're going to text me your name and your email and your website. And for the ones that get enrolled, I'm going to take you guys out for dinner. Would that be okay too? Because I want to hear about your vision. I want to hear about where we're going to take that business to. Because if you're not willing to share it, it's never going to happen. The minute you share with a group, it becomes what? It becomes real. Are you guys clear on some of this stuff?
Yeah.
Here's the teams you got to build. Write this down. Your internal team. You got to build a good internal team over time. We make you draw it out. Part of the internal team, this is very important, everybody. It's got to be people that know their space, that you would trust with your kids, they'd like to be out in the social environment with. Don't hire them if you don't trust them. Don't hire them if they can't do the job well. Don't hire them if they have their own initiatives. They'll just poison your brand. Make sure they're willing to bet with you on outcome. Look at the most successful brands, even the craziest sounds like this, Enterprise Rent-A-Cars. The most executive in the company, at their regional managers make 25 grand a year as their base salary, but most earn north of 400,000 a year. Is that crazy? The store managers make $20,000 a year, but they mostly earn more than $90,000 a year to manage a store. Because it's all based on what? Write this down. IBC, incentive-based compensation. Don't miss this one. Get a core team that believes in the vision, and they'll bet with you. They'll show up early. They'll go to bed late. They won't make excuses. It's 5 o'clock. No, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Right? Yes or no? Because if they're not part of the solution, check this out, own this one, they're part of the problem. You just don't know it yet. You got to have an outsourcing team. You got to learn to outsource. We like a service called Upwork. Upwork. It used to be 2 different companies that came together. Upwork. They do great work. You'll find good people there. If you want articles written scripted, I like scripted for articles, right? You're going to learn to outsource. If you hire people, make sure they can manage a team of 5. Make sure you can manage a team of 5. That means 1 virtual admin every 2 months to help with stuff. At about $45 a week. How much?
$45 a week.
You got to do one thing for you. One could make phone calls. One could do research. One could literally be calling your customers. One could set appointments for you. But you train them all every 2 months. So it might take up to 6 to 8 months before you get your team together. Would that be okay? You can literally load up 5 people virtually for the cost of 1 reel. Are we clear on some of this stuff? In addition to that, you got to have a good outsourcing team. Right? You got to have people that actually you can trust in some of this stuff. You got to have a good marketing team. What I'm talking about are marketing partners. Always go after the ones that have big lists that are connected to your perfect customer. Always create value first. Find events. Be a part of charities. Team up with good charities to be on boards, to be on marketing things, to be on anything that connect with a charity, because you're going to find that most people involved with charities, many of them run some of the most successful companies in the country. Because they get to a certain point that they're making so much money and they really do believe they've got to give back to sustain it, which they do. And the minute they do from that place of service, you connect with them by adding value first. Good? And of course, this is important, get an unemployable expert team. Find unemployable experts that want to be a part of your brand. Pay them a very small revenue share if the company grows. Because most of them don't want day jobs. And the last one is masterminds. You want to be a part of mastermind groups. We're starting to open up mastermind groups in cities all over the country. You want to be a part of a small group locally that will challenge you to build more, have more, become more. Have accountability partners each week. Make sure that whatever Johnny wrote down, he's going to do. He's going to deliver. How many of you guys could use an accountability partner? How many of you guys could use some great coaches around you? How many of you guys could use a big-ass network around you all over the world? Part of our program plugs you into our alumni group. Part of the course, anytime, day or night, you can type a question. We have students in almost every country around the world. You guys, whatever question you want. Would that be helpful for you too? We have found people love the network. They'll join for the education. They'll stay years for the network. But these are non-negotiables in your business. And the last one, of course, which is really big, write this down. It's called action. What's it called? This is where most entrepreneurs don't like this. Because this sounds like what? Sounds like work. It is. So the first action, you got to have a website that converts. The website has to take credit cards. Your website has to be on page 1 of Google. If you're on page 41, nobody finds you. Yes or no? So you got to have a website that has media built into it. You have to have a website that shows success stories. Have some good testimonials on there. You have to have a website that gives out great content. And do it through video because everyone loves video. Make sure it's mobile optimized. Make sure it's ready so they can watch it right on their phone. 70% of those that search a mobile phone to buy something, buy it. 70%. How many of you guys really know for a fact you've got some great products, but your sales are nowhere near where they should be? That's all marketing. It's all marketing and packaging and positioning. Who's your marketing partners? Why does Delta partner with American Express? Because then they can send each other lots of what? Lots of clients. You're going to learn how to find local people in your marketplace you can team up with and help each other grow your businesses. I think the future for entrepreneurship right this town is called collective collaboration. Collective collaboration. It's a game changer. I'm looking for those who would like to collectively collaborate right here in Dallas. We have a big team here too, and it's getting bigger. But I'm looking for those new entrepreneurs to say, you know what, Bill, I need some help. I got a challenge here, maybe a challenge there. How do we grow that faster? But the action side is also making sure that once the website is ready to go, do you understand how to get more exposure? So let me give you a few things. If you're doing anything online, you've got to have a Facebook page that converts. How many of you guys use social media scraping? Only a few. So if you have a Facebook account, there's a brand new app called Nimble. Write down Nimble. It allows you to log in, take all your database from your Facebook account, put it into its own CRM system. You can send them all the emails you want. Would that be helpful? Say hell yeah. Otherwise you're trying to get one person's name at a time. That's terrible. Nimble's a brand new service for that. We'll teach you how to build what are called likable campaigns. What are they called? How many of you guys currently use avatar campaigns inside of Facebook? How many of you guys have no idea what the hell I'm talking about? Come on, it's okay. So an avatar says you have 20 customers, you upload your 20 customer emails, and Facebook will go build you an avatar-like client in any city in the world that matches your perfect client. Would that be kind of cool? From the arts they like, the movies they like, everything they do, their habits, what they like to buy, where they went to school, their level of education. And they build it for you for how much money, everybody? How much? Zero. Then you create an ad only to likables. You turn the faucet up or down when you want more leads. Would that be helpful?
Yes.
You can start with those $5 a day. How much a day?
$5 a day.
$5 a day. Turn it off on the weekend, so $25 a week. Would that be good too? But you're only targeting, write this down everybody, perfect customers. We will teach how to build out your perfect customer. We'll teach you to build out your marketing funnel, your sales funnel, your loyalty program. Our partner is Wyndham Hotels. You can leverage Wyndham Hotels right now, give away 100 certificates per month for your best clients, all as a gift. Would that be helpful too?
Yes.
These are little things, but they're big things. And when you put all this stuff together, right, you begin to look at social media. If you're using anything with Instagram, there's a platform called Pixely. We'll teach you how to use Pixely, where all your images become ads. This is a super new service. If you want 15 to 34-year-old, they're all on Instagram. Don't wait for them using the old platforms. Get new on the platforms. If you guys are doing videos at all, set up your own YouTube channel today. Don't wait. Start building what's called a subscriber base. We'll show you how to position your YouTube videos so they help with all your SEO. But in addition to that, you need to be doing what's called video broadcasting. What kind of broadcasting?
Video broadcasting.
So if you're interviewing people, use a company called Zoom.us. Zoom. You can build all your content by third-party interviews. That's what becomes part of your membership site. Zoom is a great way for interview people across the country. Another brand new app that's in the App Store, write this down, called InShot. I-N-S-H-O-T. We'll become the tool source for you. We'll become the resource. And everything you learn, what do? You learn it, you what?
Do it.
You do it, and then what do?
Delegate it.
You delegate it. Anything below $20 an hour you should not be doing. Minimum wage for a millionaire business is over $500 an hour. So look at your daily habits. How many things you do every day that are north of $500 an hour? How many things are you doing that just keeps you busy? Ties up your whole day. You'll begin to plan all your success the night before. You'll always write out your, what I call an achievement list, the night before. But if you use InShot, it'll let you create, edit your own videos, less than 1 minute. Less than how long?
1 minute.
1 minute, because they can be used for Instagram. Once you shoot that video, it lets you put a text at top and bottom, push a button, it goes out to all your social channels, and brings you leads every day. Would that be okay? They see the video, they can opt in, that becomes a qualified lead. Turn left to right and say, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
For more qualified leads.
For more qualified leads.
That's all part of the action part. But I also like events. You want to connect with millionaires right here in Dallas? Write this website down, called Vistage. They're always looking for authors. Rockstar entrepreneurs, it's called Club Corp. If you like business owners, BNI, Rotary, Latip, Chambers. But don't go there and walk around anymore. Go there and offer to speak. Have somebody from your team send a simple email. Anytime you're invited to a great event, send an email back, write this down that says sponsor and speak. Because if it says that, they'll call you right away. Oh, of course we're looking for sponsors. Well, great, I represent Johnny. He's a dynamic speaker. He charges $10,000 to go speak, but I can get him to waive his fee. He can speak for up to an hour. Well, that sounds really good, but maybe only for like 10 minutes. That's fine. Johnny can do a 10-minute talk, yes or no?
Yes.
Because you're going to learn how to give an effective 2-minute presentation anywhere you go. You're going to learn how to give what's called an icebreaker talk anywhere you go. And the minute you got that 2-minute talk down, it's a game changer. Would you agree with that, yes or no?
Yes.
We're going to teach you how to go to any event, anywhere, anytime, online or offline, give such an effective 2-minute presentation that you get all the leads. Would that be kind of good? Because once you start maxing those leads out, you'll max the presentations and the sales. And you'll get to a bottleneck point where you got to hire more people. Would that be a great problem to have? How many of you guys want that problem right now? Say, that's me.
That's me.
Right? So we start to realize all these little details when it comes to the business. I'm not telling you it's easy. I'm just telling you it's possible. I will tell you this is work. The action part of this takes work. I like trade shows. Write this down. I like association events. I like meetups. I like Eventbrites. We're having an event tomorrow. When?
Tomorrow.
We're doing a really cool event at the Westin Downtown Hotel. We only have about 100 seats. I think it's already oversubscribed. But if you guys would like to come, all you have to do is get complimentary tickets for the event. Text the letters DFW. What's the letters?
DFW. Text
DFW to 26786. To 26786. You'll get my lectures at Harvard. You'll get our newsletter free for the whole year. For simply texting in 3 letters, DFW, to 26786. We'll teach you how to automate all your stuff through mobile marketing. Would that be kind of fun too?
Yes.
Most people do what's called emails. They get a 2 to 10% open rate. We get a 90% open rate. How many of you guys like a 90% open rate? Say, that's me.
That's me.
All day long. And how many want to automate that process so it runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, right? But I started to realize the action part of the story, this is what kills most entrepreneurs. They can build a great plan. They can assemble a team, but they won't execute because they get busy. So you have to realize that every day, how often?
Every day.
We do a little bit. We just do a little bit every day. That's all it takes. How many of you guys are really serious about growing your business? Put your hands up high. And how many of you guys would like to be part of this incubator team today? You know what the time commitment is? 1 to 2 hours a week. How often?
1 to 2 hours.
1 to 2 hours a week. You know what the cost is? It's a couple grand for the year, right? You buy it online, it's like $5,000. But I want the ones that are ultra serious. Who is ultra serious? Who would actually put the work in? Stand up. Stand up. I want the ones that are really serious, right? And what if I told you for the ones that stand up first, I've got about an extra $20,000 in bonuses? Would you guys be okay with that?
Yes.
But could you do 1 to 2 hours a week? Could you do that, yes or no?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
And are you ready to get started today?
Yes.
What if the work starts today? Would that be okay too?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I want you guys to go to the back table right now. I got a gift for you guys. Go back there right now. Quickly, go right there now. Quickly. And make sure they number all the forms. Christine, can you guys get ready? And Cheryl, help with these guys, right? Quickly. It's $2 grand for the whole year for you and a guest, right? We're going to give you some really cool bonuses back there. And we're not done yet, everybody, so don't worry about it. We're not done. But I know once we hit 25, that's the group I want to work with here. Make sure they also get a dinner ticket for tonight, okay, everybody? Get their forms set up. It's $2 grand for the whole year, or they can make, it's $3 grand if you do 3 payments, $1,000 over 3 months, or save $1,000. Do $2 grand for the whole year. But here's what we started to realize, right? Turn left to right and tell someone, quit trying to do this by yourself. Tell them, quit trying to do it by yourself. Listen, if you want to go really fast, go by yourself. Does that make sense? But if you want to go really far, you go with a great team. Is that okay? Go with a great team. And I started to realize when you put all this stuff together, right? What you're really building here, write this down everybody, is called an active community. What's it called? We will teach you how to build an active community that becomes, write this down, leads, qualified leads, and customers. Leads, qualified leads, and customers. I want you to write this down. How many customers do you have to acquire to pay for the course? How many new customers? 1 for you. Perfect. You're going to love it then. Who else? Tell me, how many customers will have to help you get that the course is free? See, if you don't know your numbers, you're out of business. You have to know what your lead cost is. You have to know exactly the lifetime value of the client. And you have to know how do I turn the volume up or down. How do I get more customers right now? Because once you start to build this community, people laughed at Jeff Bezos. You know that? I remember back in 1996, we were doing internet marketing seminars, and this guy came to the event and he was going to teach people show them how to sell books online, right? He was actually quite bald at that time, kind of, and he was very skinny. And his name was Jeff Bezos. The funny thing is, back then, Jeff Bezos has said, we're going to sell you books. Now Jeff says, we're going to sell you what? Anything we want, and you'll buy it. Because what he did is he was a pioneer so far ahead of his time. It took them almost 10 years to make a dime. Isn't that crazy? Wasn't that they had revenue, but they had to keep feeding the money. They had to keep borrowing, right? But today they've become the future. So the question is, if you want to make all the money in your space, just get this and get this clear, you got to figure out where the market's going and get there first. You have to figure out where the market's going in your niche and get there first. All we become is the guide. We'll help you understand how do you get ahead of the curve. How do you separate yourself from the crowd? That's what a Rainmaker does, right? I've been doing this for 15 years, 25 years coaching small business. I love what I do and I get paid for it. We now have some of the best events in the world. All because of the fact that we stepped outside the comfort zone to say that entrepreneurs need the help. And we built it slow. We built it in tribes in 40 cities around the world, little local events. Now our events are the biggest in the country. Not by accident, by design. Because I know that almost every entrepreneur needs a good team. They need better systems. They need a better plan. And they have to understand this. This is the magic. If you want the glue for the business, this is the glue. Write this down. The glue is your personal why. What truly inspires you. What gets you so excited that people think you're nuts? What gets you so inspired that people think you're nuts? Because once you step into that place, there's no going back. For me, it's my kids. My son Austin is 26 years old, internet marketer. My best friends, right? We get to travel the world, do all kinds of great stuff together, and help people grow their companies. My daughter, she's 24. She got a black belt in shopping, and she is very good. She is very good. But she just finished PA school, and she's got a year out in the field of working at a hospital every month to serve people. And I've never seen her more happy in my life. And my youngest son, Evan, he's here today somewhere too, helping out, right? He lives in LA, he produces music, he makes beats. 5 years ago, if he said, I make beats, I'm like, what the hell's beats, right? But now I go to all the Lala, all the Coachella, all the Rolling Loud, I go to all the great shows, right? I get to see the best artists in the world, all because of my kids. And the fun part about that is that as a parent, you do the things they love even if you don't want to go. If you do the things they love if you don't want to go, you might learn a whole lot about yourself. And you might actually have some fun. And now we have the most fun, right? We go to all the shows. We were at just a couple months ago, we got the honor to go to Offset's birthday party because I was with someone and she made the connection. Next thing you know, we're there and got a chance to meet Big Sean and all these really cool people. Because you got to step outside your comfort zone, yes or no?
Yes.
It's where all the fun's at. People are afraid outside the comfort zone. I will tell you this, that's where life starts. Life does not start inside the zone, it starts outside the zone. But you've got to be the one, be the what? That believes in yourself. And it's really fun. We've got one of our business partners that's here. He came all the way from Vegas. He's here for another conference, but he likes to fund inventors. He loves to invent things and create things. Where's Daniel at? Wave your hand, Daniel. Say hi, Daniel.
Hi, Daniel.
You would never know he's so quiet and mild mannered, right? But he invests in a lot of companies all over the country. He loves to work with inventors, right? Because that's his niche. He loves to create that and give them the right path. But I truly know for a fact that if you're serious about this stuff, nothing's going to stop you. And if it's not this course, find something. Find something that gets you on path and purpose with a clear vision. And I always do like this, right, as I like to give away crazy stuff. How many of you guys do want to make the next year one of your best years ever? If that's you, just put your hand up high. If that's you, stand up. Come on, stand up. I didn't say your best year, I said one of your best years, right? Didn't say your best year, I just said one of your best years, the next 12 months. And how many guys are actually pretty serious about maybe being a part of the program? How many guys would actually come to the program if we made the entire program free? Put your hands up high, say, I like free.
I like free.
Now turn left, right, and say, that's never going to happen. If it was free, you'd give it no what? Free LASIK surgery? No, I don't want free LASIK surgery. I want to pay the person that really knows it, right? And I told you before, there's a lot of things I can't do, but I'm really good at this part of it. And if you'll just give our team a year to work with you, the first 90 days you'll hate me, but you'll love me for the rest of your life. Would that be okay? And it really is hard work. But how many of you guys also do like some crazy gifts? You know I like to give away some crazy stuff, right? And how many of you guys are serious about growing your companies? If that's you, come up front. Quickly, come up front. Come on. Come up here, everyone. Come up here. Come on up. I got some cool stuff for you guys. Come on up. You seen this earlier, right? Don't be late for this one, right? You're like, I'm not going to miss this one, right? Now, here's what's going to happen. We're going to do something quite outrageous, if you guys are okay with outrageous. You guys okay with outrageous? Yes or no?
Yes.
Do you guys love outrageous?
Yes.
Do you love fun?
Yes.
Do you love travel?
Yes.
Do you love working with great people?
Yes.
We're going to give you access to one of the most dynamic organizations in the world. How do I know that? Because I've got to meet our customers, and I've watched, I don't know, a couple 100,000 folks that have bought something from us over the years, right? And I've watched their lives change. I've watched them do things that are magical in the space that they're in. And I still think we haven't even scratched the surface. That's the fun part for me, right? Who's going to be tomorrow's top entrepreneur? And it's not always the money. It's that you love what you're doing, that you get to serve people at a high level. And you're getting paid for it. Are you guys okay with getting paid for it? Say yes, right? Because so often as small business owners, we don't realize that Walmart competes on price. We compete on value. Are you clear on that? Yes. So here's what we've done for you, right? Is we've created an amazing program. You get to come up 10 times a year live for the course in any city you want. The next one is in Vegas. If you want to come to Vegas on 2/25 to 2/27, I'll also pick up your suite. Would that be okay? Yes. Only for that one Rainmaker, that's it. But if you want to come, but if not, you're on your own for the suites. But just for that one, I've blocked a bunch of suites there in Vegas, and you guys can also, as part of the program today, you can come out for that one. If not, for the rest of them, you got to pay your own room. Does that make sense? But you can go as many times as you want. I would recommend the Jamaica one. It's actually my birthday weekend. So if you need a really great vacation, a reason to go to Jamaica, this would be a good time to come down and hang out with us, right? And it's like 9/14 to 9/16, so you guys can write that one down now. Put in your calendars your second Rainmaker for the year. And you'll always come there to meet new people. You always come there to learn new stuff. I literally scratched the surface of the course today. We go through Life Score. We go through so many cool things that help you understand these little pieces can always increase leads and increase revenue. And to me, that's where the fun is at. Once you start to do that, you start to get more confident. You become even more competent. You get access to the whole course online. You'll get access to our video vault of over 200 hours of new videos and audios. Would that be kind of helpful too? Yep. You get access to our marketing machine software. It's online. It's a 147 page manual on just marketing. Whole video series inside of our courseware. You'll also get access to all of our software. Your own Facebook marketing suite, your own text message marketing suite, your own time management suite. You get access to the Wyndham partnership that we have. You don't pay for it, right? Is that pretty cool? You pay like $10 a month and you use all those certificates. We'll teach you how to build a customer referral program. Just that alone will increase your revenue 10 to 14% by having a good customer referral program. Printed, done, so you understand how to process all that. And then, of course, loyalty programs, marketing funnels, sales funnels, and the big one is time management. How to build a good capital plan, right? How to build a solid business plan. And then how to attract the right people. How to attract the money. How to attract the marketing partners, and where to go find them at. That's all part of the course. You also get access, which is pretty cool, to a lot of the things that you don't ever hear about, but some of the things that are happening anyway, which is that inside the program, you'll be part of our alumni group for the whole year. And you can ask our alumni group any question you want. First 3 days, we give you a set homework assignment. After the days, you log into the course. So the first 3 days is kind of tough. You're going to watch a set of videos, and you're going to fill out what's called your success track. Success track is the 30,000th view of the next 3 years of your life. And for most people, they need that. For them, it's a breakthrough because they don't really look at it that way. They don't look at it very small quarterly strides. But those quarterly strides will be a game changer for your business. And of course, on the outside, the live events. I've already talked to you a little bit about some of the extra gifts that you get. How many guys would like to have me as your coach for the whole year? Which means we talk every week as a group coaching call. You know, there's nowhere to hide. You got a question, we see you on the line. I didn't get in. Yeah, well, we sent you the message. You know what the call is about. If you missed it, it's always recorded. But how many guys could use actually a every 7-day call? That could help your business, yes or no? Yep. And how many guys would also like to leverage some of our network to help you grow your business? Would that be okay too? You'll have my direct cell number today. I don't take phone calls. I'm great by text. Shoot me a text. You know, and if you're serious about enrolling today, we'll take you guys to dinner. Would that be okay too? I want to learn more about your companies. Our team wants to learn more about your companies. Because if we can learn more about you and your company, where you want to go, there's no doubt within our network there's somebody who can help you with some of this stuff. Could just be one connection that you get. Some people said, Bill, I took your course, I didn't know what the hell I signed up for. I believed in you, you know what I'm saying? But because of that, I met some great people over the last couple of months. It's changed my whole business. Because one relationship can change everything, right? So you'll get access to that. You'll also get, which is kind of cool, which we don't announce here. How many guys would like to get an extra ticket? So now you get a third ticket. That'd be kind of cool. But the third ticket you have to sell. You sell for $1,000, you keep all the money. Would that be okay? How many guys would be okay with selling that third ticket? You'll never see this anywhere, so take it here tonight, right? So the two bonuses I have: number one, group coaching with me for the year. Number two, you get a bonus ticket. You guys should give that ticket away, but you got to sell that ticket to somebody, right? Start calling tonight. I just signed up for this entrepreneurial program. I've only got one ticket left that I can sell. You get to come with me. You know, never less than $700, but you should sell it for at least $1,000. But 1/3 of the program is around $700, so sell it for there to $1,000. And do not let them come for free. Now your spouse or your partner, okay, they get to come for free, right? But anybody else, make them pay. So those are two super bonuses. The third one is that I'd like to have all of you guys come to the party at my house this summer. Would that be kind of cool? You get to come to both internet marketing camps. We have one that's in Chicago, one that's in Vegas. And there's no doubt about it, you'll love it. I mean, you have to bring lots of business cards. You have to be able to talk about your business, because you'll sit at round tables and pitch strangers and what you're working on. But it's the same thing, not trying to sell, trying to connect. Are we clear on that? And that's all part of the program. And you get those, once again, those are 2 complimentary tickets for both of the events. If it's not your business partner you're bringing, then sell the second ticket. Because believe me, they'll love it. It sells for $5,000 a line for that one ticket, for you and it coming a guest. And I think, once again, I always love to do crazy stuff at the end of these shows. One of our latest partnerships with a company called Club Corp. Have any of you guys ever heard of Club Corp? So Club Corp is worldwide. They have roughly 200 country clubs, 23 business centers, 200,000 members. If you buy their regular program, right, it's around $750 plus around $300 a month to be part of their membership hub right here in Dallas, right? What we've done is we've teamed up with them for if you want to use the national plan. So they created a national plan where you can't use the home club, but anywhere you travel to is good. Free golf, free, you can use the spas wherever you go to, anywhere outside of Dallas, right? Houston, LA, Chicago, Miami, anywhere you travel to, you can leverage those clubs. In addition to that, you get free golf when you travel there. Would that be okay too? Yeah. So for you and your business partner, only can use that bonus today, but you get that as part of the package also. So we've literally loaded this thing up with so much value that I always wonder why somebody wouldn't come. And if you have a serious financial challenge, come talk to me, right? I've been there, so I know what it's like. But if you're really serious about this, I told our team we'd take 25. We got, I think, 10 or 11 right now. But I want the ones that are serious. That either you want to launch something brand new, you're trying to grow the business you have, maybe fix it. You can be a brick and mortar, non-brick and mortar, coaching, consultant, doesn't matter. Home-based business, executive in transition, it doesn't matter where you're at. We have whiteboard customers that come with nothing. They say, Bill, I'm really smart, but I'm not getting paid. I've got to build something brand new. We help you build something brand new, because we never tell you what business to do. We just help you how to self-select at what you're great at that you can monetize.